Okay, today is Tuesday, September something. I have been so busy with meetings in regards to commercializing my product, and I have been on calls all week, and I received a proposal, one where I kind of felt like someone might be insane based on the numbers that they sent over to me. I'm just like, you're not working with the full deck. But yeah, anyway, so I've been doing that. So there really hasn't been anything to really film about, because I'm just pretty much doing the same thing that I did last week, which is talking to companies about commercializing my product. And then one of the companies that I am considering, they did not have time this week, but they have time next week. So I'll be having my discussions with them for next week. And I'm looking forward to that. And I feel like, it might be a good match. But the other company that I thought for sure I was going to go with, they have not sent me a message. They were supposed to send me an NDA, never received anything from them. And so I kind of feel like, maybe this company is not going to be a good fit for me, because I haven't even paid you and you're pretty difficult to get a hold of. So I don't know. I feel like, I feel like I cannot trust this company with pillows all in the way. I feel like I can't trust this company with this project, and I have tried to work with them in the past, and I've had this same sort of thing happen where we start to work together, we have a conversation, and then it just goes absolutely nowhere. And so I kind of feel like that's just their MO. That's what they do. Still considering these other two that I have meetings with later on in the week, and some that I'm just kind of calling over the phone, talking to, seeing if they're able to accommodate what it is that we need and our particular product. Because when it comes to commercializing a food item, not every company that you come in contact is going to be skilled in that particular type of food. Like some places are skilled when it comes to soup, or they're very knowledgeable in beverages or breakfast bars or that sort of thing. And I really need to work with a company that understands and works with vegan foods, proteins, alternative proteins. So far for this week, what I have on my agenda is I do want to do some posts for my social media. I'm really just trying to film a little bit more, just sharing about my company, my mission, what we're doing, and why we are doing what we are doing. So I have plans to do that. I still have to complete this capability statement that I would love to send over to Starbucks, to have that as another, to have them as another option for my business. So, I kind of got thrown off with my projects that actually are going to generate revenue, whereas the Starbucks one, there's no guarantee. It's just, you can pitch them as much as you want to. They're always accepting pitches because they're always interested in what's new and what's different out there on the market, either to steal it or to actually work with you. No, I don't know if they steal, I'm just talking. But, they're always accepting pitches and proposals from companies. So I put that on the back burner while I focused on this project for my company, because it's more important, it's more pressing. Let's see. That another thing that I have my little notebook. If it's not written down, it does not exist in my world. Oh, see, you know what? Okay, so I had a date and I have it on my calendar, and it was supposed to be for tomorrow. I have gone to their restaurant before. He works at a restaurant, which, look, I don't judge, because I don't need your little money. Like, your little lunch money is not gonna, carry me anyway. So basically, I canceled the date because I just felt like he was super petty. And instead of trying to get to know me, he wanted to have conversations about the goings on in his restaurant. Look, I don't care what happens in your restaurant. If you're talking to me, then you should have a conversation and get to know me. I don't want to know about the clerks. I don't want to know about the minutia and all the stuff happening in the background. If you're taking up my time, then you better use it wisely. And he didn't use it wisely. So I said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm a tough dater and I don't play those sorts of games. I'm very particular about my money, my time, my energy, and anything that can drain those 3 areas of my life, I don't fool with. So I canceled. I am ruthless when it comes to that type of stuff. I try to stay in a positive mindset and on positive vibes. And anything that disrupts that cannot be around me. I don't play like that. And I'm working way too hard to build a brand and a business to pivot my attention on nonsense. I'm not going to do it. Ever. This is not Vanderpump Rules. I don't work at your restaurant. I'm not Brandy, from the Housewives who's going to come in and give y'all some drama. I ain't doing that. We ain't on no show. I don't get paid for this. This is just a disruption and a distraction to me. And I don't like either of those things. I don't like it. So anyway, that was on my little calendar. And now that's not going to happen. Anyway, so I guess I'm just going to be working on this like Kaiser proposal, Starbucks proposal, some social media stuff. And my next call with another company is on Friday. I'm going to continue looking for other ones because I kind of feel like I have not found the one that I want to work with. I will say one of the proposals that I received, he wanted about $30,000, which is not happening. I don't feel like there was anything that he said or did that made me feel like he was worth $30,000. And that's just the God honest truth. There's not a single thing. Like, he didn't make me feel confident. He doesn't have a lab. He's using other people's stuff. I mean, he's like, I got to go over here for a kitchen. I got a chef in LA. I got a lab over in this city. It's like, okay, you don't have a facility, but you're charging me $30,000 for this Frankenstein project you're about to do? We're not about to be piecing everybody else's stuff together and then trying to make it one. Rather than you having your own facility, and then if you're charging $30,000, I can understand that because you have overhead, you have very expensive equipment that you're going to be using, but you don't have nothing. That's it for Tuesday. Alrighty, so I have got my USB in, and I'm just trying to get the photos off of my site. Let's see. I don't even know how to do this. Oh. There it is. Import. No, I want to open them. I want to open these files up. And let's see these photos. Yes, here are my pictures that I took. And then what I'm going to do is email these to myself so that I can edit them on my phone, because I pay for so many editing apps. Like, it's actually quite insane. So yeah, this picture did not come out the way I wanted it to, but I think I can like fix it. It's a little bit foggy on top. Like, again, I'm not a food photographer, but I know enough to be dangerous. So I can edit these pictures here and just make it look, I can straighten it out. I can get rid of the plug in the background, the window, and just make it look like, I don't know. I could straighten it out. Or I might not use that image at all. Maybe I'll go with this one and put it in there. This is a good picture. I would just edit everything out, but I wanted it to kind of have the vibe of like someone has taken this home and now they're enjoying their Starbucks drink and sandwich. Oh, see, that one was a little bit blurry, but this one, I actually really like that photo. I think that one's a good one. I'll probably end up going with like this one and removing this plug back there. I wish I had gotten more of that plant on the side, but you know, yeah, so I did a couple different variations of photos. And again, this is just showing you the raw footage. Once you brighten it, add color, I'll add, like here, I can add more of the tuna into the sandwich over here. I can, you know, make this brighter, make my hand, you know, a lot brighter, a lot more color, make the drink look really nice and dark and tasty. I mean, we can definitely fix any errors in the photos. Like in this day and age, you don't have to have like bad pictures. This one's that one's kind of nice. But yeah, I kind of like this one too. So I'm gonna go through, pick out one, do some editing. I think this is kind of cool too because it has a little bit of the Starbucks emblem in the background there. And yeah, I think that looks like a really good shot. And really, remember, this is just to add to the intro of my pitch to them. So the first thing that they're going to see is like this photo and like their drink in the background, something that makes people feel like they're having, you know, they're enjoying Starbucks. That's the Starbucks brand, is to make people feel a certain way. They don't have the best coffee. They don't have the best food. They don't have the best environment, but they make people feel like they do. Hold on. I gotta edit that. Okay. So if we look here, like on their website, it's very warm, welcoming, beautiful pictures of their beverages. This doesn't even look real, but you can see Starbucks likes to use people. They like their site and their brand to feel like there are people involved in this. So look at their social media. There's people all over. There's hands holding the Starbucks beverage. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted an action site, because, an action photo, because this is their brand. It's people centric. And I didn't want to just, have a generic photo like this. You can see in comparison how many people are in their photos compared to photos that are just kind of standalone, right? So that's the reason why I decided to go about it the way that I did. And even if you go and you read like their about on their site, so the About Us, our company, they have this really warm photo. They go and talk about, who started their coffee chain and how they craft the coffee, the team that they work with, where they're sourcing their ingredients, and how they impact the planet and people. These are all things that are extremely important to them. And so when I'm pitching, I want to make sure that they understand that I understand their company, their mission, and that we share the same idea, because ultimately Starbucks wants to do business with companies that have the same mission as them. So you can see here at the bottom of their site, they have suppliers. So as I mentioned, this is kind of where you can find out more about being a supplier, to be a food supplier. Here's like the little information here and requirements. I don't know where I found where you can pitch them. I found it somewhere. I have the link, but yeah, I think you might be able to click here. Oh, okay, yeah. See, you just send them an email of your capability statement, and then they'll let you know if they want to work with you as or not. And, you know, if they do, you'll hear back, and if they don't, they won't. But yeah, anywho, so that's what I'm working on today. I made a last minute decision to go to this Shelfie Awards, and basically to be people in my industry who are there. All sorts of different events. You can reach out to get information, get help, solutions, that sort of stuff. And then they also have, I guess, a award that they do for young up and coming businesses. And I wasn't going to go to this event because it's in San Francisco, but then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go to it anyway. And so they said wear clothes like you're going to let me take these shades off because I was trying to see my whole outfit. But they said wear clothes like you're going to a gala, and I didn't want to put on like some big ass dress and all that. So this is what I am wearing. I'm on my way right now, but I wanted to grab some lunch at the Four Seasons Hotel because it's like literally right around the corner. So I figured, you know what, let me go grab some lunch from there, get into the city early, and then I can, you know, go over to this awards show, which I'll probably stay till about 6 o'clock when traffic dies down, and then head out of there to make my way back home. So the purpose of me going is to really be able to connect a little bit more with those who are in my industry. Also see if there's any opportunity where, you know, I can work with, you know, some local businesses. I know that they mentioned that Good Egg was going to be there, some of their buyers. So maybe that's, you know, a company that I can chat with and learn about how to get my products, you know, moving with them. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to that today. I decided last minute to, chat is hot already. I decided last minute that I wanted to go to this. So I'm out. Alrighty, so today is September something. And it's Friday. And right now I'm just picking up my groceries for this week. It's really just been trying to find the right partner for commercializing our product, and unfortunately I don't feel like I found the right partner. So on Wednesday afternoon I did go to the event in my industry where it was like an awards for, you know, certain products in a bunch of different categories, and upon attending I did meet in person some of the people from the company that is supposed to be commercializing my products, and they were super friendly. They were all, you know, younger women, very bubbly and whatnot. So I definitely like working with men and women. I really don't care. I just want to work with someone who I feel like is on the same page with me and understands me, my business, and what we're trying to do. And with this particular company, I don't know, I'm not sure. So I like them, I like what they do. The only problem that I have is how slowly things turn around. And I had a call with them last week. It's Friday. If I didn't see them in person, I would have never gotten that NDA. And I don't really feel comfy working with a company where I have to remind you of simple stuff. Like, I haven't even paid you. Just imagine what it's going to be like when I do pay you if things are going this slow. But then I also have grace for people as well, and kind of recognize when, you know, stuff is just kind of moving slowly, and allowing them to get their bearings together. Maybe, you know, something happened, I don't know. But I would like to work with companies that, you know, have a sense of urgency, you know. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, my groceries coming, so I gotta go. Okay, so I have been asleep for the past couple hours. Like, after I got off of my call with that company, I was done. I was out. It was finished. It was complete. No more me. It was over. But now I'm awake, and I am about to just like one, I'm going to take my dogs out, but I have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of like personal care that I have to do. Like my place is really messy. My cleaners come on Monday. I don't know what happened to my last company. They just kind of started playing around and they stopped really like showing up. So I had to, I guess, hire someone else. And I don't have cleaning supplies, so there's just no way for me to clean. And I've not cleaned like for real in about 6 years. Because I've always had like a cleaning company. Now, of course, I do like little stuff like organizing, that I'll do. But like scrubbing my tub or cleaning like my sink, no. So anyway, today this is not good. This is not good at all. My hair needs to be washed. When it's not washed, it doesn't cooperate. It just like becomes its own like dedicated person. But anyway, so I am basically going to try to do a little straightening up. I have received some shipments. I'm going to unpack them, and then I still need to hop back on my computer to edit my photos for this Starbucks thing. So again, like I've been saying, anyone can pitch. I did have my call with who was it with? It was with a chef that is supposed to be able to help me with commercializing my existing product. And she really sounded knowledgeable, like she knew what she was doing. The only caveat is that she is in SoCal. And that's a little bit of a problem for me for a couple of reasons. Number one, if we're doing food, how am I working with someone that is, hundreds of miles away? And I was anticipating, hold on, baby. And I was anticipating working with someone that was local, because then we could kind of go back and forth. We could talk through things and I could taste the product. But now it's like, okay, now we're shipping. Now I'm paying hundreds of dollars to ship overnight, back and forth. And it's just not an efficient way that I want to do business. And especially for something that's so personal and working with a new company, I'm paying tens of thousands of dollars to get this done. And for me, that means that it's super important who is doing this. And it's different when you can come up there, sit down with someone, work through what they're doing, and just like understand a little bit more what is actually being done with the product and how they're coming to how they make it. So, I have to really think about whether that makes any sense for me and my company. Do I want to deal with someone who is amazing, but they're very far away from me? This is a long distance relationship, and that doesn't make me feel comfortable. And I try not to do things that make me too uncomfortable. Now, of course, in business, it's always going to be uncomfortable. Things are going to happen that you don't want to happen. Things are going to have to come together in a way that is not the most convenient for you, but it's how it's coming together. It's the available option at this time. So anyway, I still have a call next week. I'm going to see what this last company has to say before I make a decision. And to be like perfectly honest, everyone's starting to get on my nerves. I feel like they're like promising the world to me, and then when I start drilling into these promises, then I find out, well, we don't have a kitchen. Well, we don't do those kinds of studies because we don't have the equipment. It's like, okay, am I gonna have a completed product at the end of this? So like, I don't know. And I like to know. Anyway, that's all for Friday. Oh, hi, little Molly. That's all for Friday. So I'm gonna end it here. Me and messed up hair are gonna get washed and hopefully look better tomorrow.